In all of the 3 Splatoon games, we can find some rather unsettling stuff, being mostly sounds or general ambient. I've been thinking about how odd it is to have things like these in Splatoon of all games. So in this video, I, Lumin, am back with a very sexy sounding robot voice. Stop glazing yourself. The one thing you were probably expecting on this list are the sounds that you can hear in the boss rooms of Splatoon and the second boss of Splatoon 2. When I first played the game at 10 years old, I wasn't really scared of the sounds, but they are still really unsettling to me, and I was wondering why Nintendo had put these sounds into the game. Turns out, I wasn't the only one who was inquiring about that, and thus the theory was born that these sounds were the dying screams of the Octolings which had been suppressed by the Inklings and forced to live underground, which they most likely did not enjoy. Second on my list is this.
The standing sculpture has a playful and bubbly giggle, while the sitting sculpture has a more mischievous and cunning laugh.
In Splatoon 1, if you went on the map Museum Dalfensino during a Splatfest, you would hear the Inkling statues at the side of the map giggling. I only heard of this after the release of Splatoon 2. Luckily there's plenty of people that have captured this occurrence. But it doesn't stop just here. If you have played Skyward Sword, you might have heard these laughs before. After you defeat Coloctus, the boss of the Water Temple or Ancient Cistern, his death animation plays the exact same giggles. Next up, we have an event that also only occurs during Splatfest. As you just heard, the phone's on Inkblot can ring during a Splatfest. Once the ringing stops you can hear some Octoling voices with a bad radio signal. This had happened back in Splatoon 2 before the Octo expansion DLC came out, so therefore my theory is that these telephones picked up some sort of distress signal that Octolings were sending from the underground. If I put my thinking cap on now, I can make this theory sound even more far-fetched. Listen up. Since this is a signal coming from the Octolings to the surface where only the Inklings lived, this hard-to-catch telephone call might have been Nintendo's first very subtle teaser of the Octolings coming to the surface. So basically an announcement of the Octo expansion DLC. What do you think about this theory? Let me know in the comments. Okay, thinking cap off now. Once again we are talking about bad radio signals. If you place a squid beacon, you can hear these eerie sounds. I personally don't think that they are scary, but they do fit in with my list. Rather than picking up a distress signal, to me it sounds like the beacons are just picking up the noises your teammates and opponents make during a battle. Both the bad ending of Octo expansion and the standard Splatoon 3 story mode are to me kind of unfitting for the franchise of Splatoon. Not only do they show you that you failing the final boss fight will cause Inkopolis and the entire world to end as it was known to Inklings and Octolings, but once again you can hear some very unsettling music during both of these cutscenes. Also interesting to note here is that during the bad ending sequence of Octo expansion, You can see the Kamabo logo on one of the screens on Inkopolis Plaza, as if Tata wanted to let everyone in Inkopolis know who is responsible for their annihilation. This next one is honestly rather funny than scary to me. If you go to the toilet cabinet in Splatsville, you will hear these sounds. To me it just sounds like there is an inkling struggling on the toilet, but many other people interpreted this as a distress signal, which could mean that someone is trapped in the toilet cabinet. Again, if you ask me, I think that someone just had more of DJ Octavius Wasabi than they can handle. Now the last point on my list had me even kind of shitting my pants when I first saw it. If you go on Flounder Heights and look at a specific window, you will see a foggy face. This isn't scary is what you're thinking now, right? Well, this is what it looks like on the Splatoon 3 version of Flounder Heights. Now let me show you what it looks like on OG Flounder Heights. I really don't know what Nintendo was thinking when they put this Easter egg in the game. I actually saw this as a 10-year-old kid. This made me want to stay away from Flounder Heights. I still do that, but for other reasons today. Hello, post-production Lumen here. After editing this video I came across something which I just could not include here. Have a look. Just what the faff, Nintendo? Well, these are all the scary things in Splatoon that I could find. If you know of something that I haven't mentioned in this video, I'd be happy if you let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe, and you'll see me again when I'll make another video eventually, hopefully.